This is what the old men would tell me when I was a boy. The earth is a great island floating in a sea of water, and suspended at each of the four cardinal points by a cord hanging down from the sky vault, which is of solid rock. When the world grows old and is worn out, the people will die, and the cords will break and let the earth sink down into the ocean, and all will be water again. We are afraid of this. When all was water, the animals were above in Galan Lati. I apologize for the mispronunciation. This was the land beyond the arch. It would be very much crowded, and they were wanting more room. They wondered what was below the water, and at last Dâyuni'sî, Beaver's grandchild, the little water beetle, offered to go and see if it could learn. It darted in every direction over the surface of the water, but could find no firm place to rest. Then it dived to the bottom, and came up with some soft mud. That began to grow and spread on every side, until it became the island which we call the earth. It was afterward fashioned to the sky with four cords, but no one remembers who did this. At first, the earth was flat and very soft and wet. The animals above would be very anxious to go down, and they sent out different birds to see if it was yet dry. But the birds found no place to sit, so they came back again to the Galan Lati. At last it seemed to be time, and they sent out the buzzard and told him to go and make ready for them. This was the great buzzard, the father of all buzzards we see now. He flew all over the earth, low down near the ground, and it was still soft. Then he reached the Cherokee country. He was very tired, and his wings they began to flap and strike the ground, and wherever they struck the earth there was a valley, and where they turned up again there was a mountain. When the animals above saw this, they were afraid that the whole world would be mountains, so they called him back. But the Cherokee country remains full of mountains to this very day. When the earth was dry and the animals they came down, it was still dark, so they got the sun and they set it in a track to go every day across the island from east to west, just overhead. It was too hot this way though, and Tiska Gali, or the red crawfish, had his shell scorched a bright red, so that its meat was spoilt. So the Cherokee, they do not eat that. The conjurers put the sun another hand's breadth higher in the air, but it was still. Check out the full video on the channel, and remember, have a day.